All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Golden Kamuy, Season 4, Episode 5. Once
right.
again, Tsurumi steals a backstory. And maybe someone's innocence and their loyalty. Yeah.
But one little jab, given right at the point you thought you were going to kill them, Ogata, might just start the domino effect.
Yeah, right. And I hope it does. You know, that's going to be so satisfying and so fun. And the idea that, in a lot of ways, Ogata might not have fully intended this.
Nope,
you know,
I don't think he intended it at all.
It's just that, you know, I'm going to enjoy this. I've maybe wanted to do this for a while, and now I can.
Spoiled rich kid, yeah.
Yep, exactly. And he won't have to deal with the consequences, I'm guessing, because he's gone. He rode off into the sunset. You know, he's free, so...
I mean, he's going to be hunted over the course of the show.
Oh, I'm sure. But that's another Tuesday. You know, feels like home, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas Tsurumi, and that...
Yeah, but can Koito do enough to where it would actually matter? And Tsurumi wouldn't just, you know, dispose of him like the second he has any kind of worries about his loyalty. But, you know, even if he did do that, then it's cool, you did that. You got rid of then one of your biggest ins to the Japanese military as a whole.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So this is a fun little catch-22 here, and yet it doesn't need to be dealt with now.
No, it does not.
They can just, you know, wait in the shadows.
So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Hey, Tsukishima. All right.
All right, what are the boys going to get up to?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know.
Who can say? Right.
Hello.
You think I'm kidding? Sure.
That smelled in their face, yeah. Oh. Okay. That's good. That's good.
I want to eat it. Of course. Ugh, I'm disappointed in you, Sugimoto.
Hello.
You can just sense him back there.
Go away. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go. I want to capture.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Tell me you're recording this!
Oh shit! Damn! As a kill shot!
Amazing.
Just capturing the whole thing.
Yep.
Hina hina. Yeah.
何枚も連続して写真を撮影することによって時間の流れや人の動きなどシネマトグラフを発明した
ルミエ
ール社は多くの撮影技師を世界中に派遣した。中でも日本は多くの撮影がされているんだよ。活動写真ってどうやって見るんだ？うわ、動いてる。ユカラとかウエペケレとか。昔話は取らなかった。
Yeah, no sound.
Yeah.
声は入らないんだよ。アイヌの昔話を動きで見せ
Yes! The episode.
Beautiful. Yeah, so
Teacher's
then
like, are you. I can't believe.
it's
We'll
okay.
improvise it.
We'll put transition bits in there with writing for what we say.
We saved your life, yeah.
Yeah. Plus,
No,
wasn't your whole
Beer
job
Judge shakes
to
his head.
film Ainu? Oh my god.
Director Shima!
Yeah. Wow. Incredible.
Holy shit.
ある日パナンペが川の氷に穴を開けてチンポを入れていた。いきなり変だぞこの昔話。家にどっさり背負って帰ると奥さんも大喜び。
Yes, yes.
撮影機止めろ。声が入らないんだからもっと感情を込めないと伝わらないだろう。代わりはいくらでもいるんだぞ。
Yeah!
Oh my god.
This is.
ペナンペは聞いた通りに川へ行き、チンポを入れると欲が出て一晩中つけていた。ペナンペの奥さんがまさかりで氷をペナンペはつまらない死に方をした。なんだこの昔話は。あの家邪魔だな。
Oh my god!
お前杉本と何話してた。出番の多い女役を狙っているな。
Huh! Clearly!
するとチンポが待つ前にまで達した。
見切れてんだよロシア人。
待つ前班の女たちはそれを見ていい物干し竿だと喜び。
Oh my god.
I can't!
This is incredible.
どうして裕福なのか聞いてき
Wait,
たので。
so he's alive now. Okay.
Yes, they're redoing the story. This is
Yes,
another
yes.
version.
刀で切り落とした。
He died.
ペナンペはつまらない死に方をした。
毎回最後に死ぬの？
こんなんじゃ残らない。伝えられない。
チンポの話じゃなくて真面目な物語もやってみたら？
There is no more serious story.
次はケソラの身の上話をやる。これは3人の
This one is about the ass.
主役はチカパシ。やったねチカパシ。中には娘が3人いるので持っていた魚でみんなで食事し、
Yes.
ユカラを歌った。すると
Oh no, the suspicious man!
大きなクマが人間に化けていたものだった。この家は子供が女だけだったので、クマの肉を取れる者がおらず、娘たちはとても
Indeed, indeed.
私はその家の息子となってたくさん働き、幸せに暮らした。すると大きい兄は自分は実は人
I
間
mean,
But he was a bear.
ソラプという鳥の
Oh.
神だったと明かす。
What?
綺麗な鳥の姿となって。
With the legs poking out the other side.
いいかチカパチ。
Yes.
場面はな、身寄りのない主
Yes.
人公を
Feel!
旅へ連れて行き。
Wonder.
犬たちと戦い立派な男に育て新しい家族
He's family! And this is teaching him to value him even more.
Yes. Okay, he saved his crotch. All right.
今の取れたか。
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because why not?
Yep. Gigantic dick stealing kimonos.
All right, finished product. Let's go.
やだ、金玉見えてるじゃん。カラフトアイヌの家じゃないよね。
ジュレールがお嬢ちゃんを撮影していて気になることがあったので、この活動写真を見てほしいそうだ。
これ私のこと。
No way. No way.
Damn.
のっぺらぼうはこんな顔だったのか。
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
じゃあこの隣の女性は。
Oh. This is so precious. He's got the shit face. Yeah.
素敵な感じの人だね。
Yeah.
あなたの父上はカラフトから来たアイヌで、 結婚するために日本の戸籍を取ると言っていたよ。この後日露戦争へは参加されたのかね。
Hello there.
No!
シネマトグラフの光源は
Yeah, it burns very quickly and easily. And she just got emotionally wrecked there.
Yeah.
She got to see,
See your parents and then
your
also
parents.
lose them again.
right, but also, you know, Kiroranke way back then, too.
Yeah.
母の顔は初めて見ることができた。
Yeah, the very first time.
あの場面の記憶は私にはない。あちゃが話してくれた母の思い出の方が体温まで伝わっ
Yeah, you can tap into them, yeah.
カラフトの旅はそれを知るためのものだった。ヒロラン家西パやあちゃの言う通り守るためには
Uh-oh.
金塊を見つけたらあとは小樽に帰って初めて杉本が言った頃と同じように私はもう無関係ではいられない。
Oh, shit. She's not gonna want to go along with this.
Yeah.
シリパさんじゃなくたっていいはずだ。
Speaking as somebody who's seen war,
Yeah.
私の中に干し柿を食べていた頃のような自分を
Shit.
that's... I mean, sure, but
確かにそれもある。
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
good.
ウヒルクは
Before you knew anything, yeah.
Right.
嫌に巻き込んだ。
that's not right.
You were innocent.
キロラン家も結果的にだが、
Oh, he...
自分の命を引き換えにアイヌの先頭に立って死ねと。
Yeah.
戦って人を殺せと。あいつらアシリパさんに呪いをかけたようなものじゃないか。
Come on, Sugimoto, yeah.
人を殺せばなんとかって地獄に落ちるって言ってたよ。
Uh-huh. Right.
地獄を考えたやつはそいつも俺みたいにたくさん人
Sure.
を殺して
Shit, yeah.
自分に戻れず苦しんだのかもしれない。俺はアシリパさんにこの金塊争奪戦から降りてほしい。
Yeah.
知ってからではもう遅いから。
Okay.
Fuck. They got to have all their feelings out there. Love
Yep.
it.
As a result of an episode where they're like, we're gonna make a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had ourselves a silly, fun Golden
Yep.
Kamuy episode. The
That
big
also-
films, we got director Ashirpa just, you know,
That
just
was-
guiding them, be like, no, more passion, more feeling, more energy.
Oh, that was so good. Like,
I-
as far as ways to take a Sherpa's gremlin energy,
Yes.
and like put it to use in a way that we haven't
Give her
seen
the
before.
director's hat,
Oh
the
yeah,
little glasses.
Yeah, shouting through the cone made from the script. You know, it's beautiful.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But then, yes, we also get
Right.
a confrontation because while the film was used to explore the silly side of things, it was also a fun, convenient way to have a Sherpa see her mother for the first time. But not only that,
Right.
see the two men that have most recently influenced her greatly outside of Sugimoto. And those two guys were both in some ways alternative father figures because in
Actual
way
father
here.
and
no.
Oh.
I'm meaning like in the fact that he's been gone for so long. Vilk has not been like a father for her for so long. He might as well just be another alternative. It's the memory of a man that was,
Yeah.
you know, like that.
and even then
And even
to
then,
like, I like that Sugimoto wasn't able to keep it a secret,
no,
right? And
he knew that it wouldn't go well if he
Yeah.
tried to lie about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then it's the hey, but here's the aspect of it where it's not as clear cut, where I don't fully trust what they're saying and things like
Yep.
that, and I do want to protect you.
Yeah,
They have a certain perspective.
they have a certain motivation.
And they have a motivation, right, where they want you to do a certain thing.
Yeah,
That's the line of the where you'll feel like you're the only thing you can do is fight to protect what you care about. Because they're right on the one hand, right, of their way of life is in danger. Because it totally is, right? And Ashirpa was able to
Sure.
see that, and
Sherpa, even with this filming thing, was wanting
Yeah.
to preserve the way in which the Ainu culture was.
right,
Yeah.
and she was able to realize that's not the same.
That's not the same,
It's not actually going to do it.
Yeah. Which is kind of what they realized as well, was
Yeah.
that if you don't fight for it, it's going to disappear.
But the idea that you have to fight for it, that's a leap. It's not a direct you must go from there to fighting for it, right?
No, I wanna make an emphasis here.
Yeah.
The fact that you specifically must fight for it. That's the point I think that's different there. That you could make a pretty decent argument that the Ainu must fight for it. Not literally go to revolution and war and stuff like that, but they have to aggressively take hold of this and in some ways, yes, actually fight for it. But the fact that does specifically, you know, like.
And so there's multiple different facets there that are different than what they're basically pushing on you, right? Both of whether it's a literal fight versus a metaphorical fight, you know, or whether it's something that you specifically have to do.
Yeah.
And so, you get to decide what you're going to do, right? And so she has the full info, right? You know, Sugimoto isn't keeping anything back from her anymore.
Right.
But it's the don't let yourself be
brainwashed effectively.
Yeah, like you know, look to the people that have come before you and the people around you for guidance, sure, but their advice is going to be filtered through their own worldview and what they think is needed and what maybe has worked for them and what they chose and all that stuff. And so,
it's the same thing as the fact that she's a modern Ainu woman and she's going to still do the fire ritual in the beginning of going on a hunt, even though it has no actual meaning from her perspective with regards to religious connotations or anything like that.
And
she just does it
matches,
because,
you know.
Well, right. But she just does it to give the feeling of focusing the mind. She's rationalized it to a point where she's like, no, it's still useful to me.
Right.
But the reason why it focuses your mind is because you've done it so many times before. The idea that the reason why she would listen to Kiroranke and her Acha, you know, Noborabo, is because of all the time she spent with them.
Yeah.
All that, you know, gets inlaid into her memories and her experiences that, you know, shape who she is. So, yeah, if you're going to think about the way the past has informed you, this decision makes sense. But you also have to think about the future and what that looks like.
Right. And I like that we get this episode after the previous episode where we had another situation of someone young and vulnerable being absolutely manipulated by someone in a position where they have a specific worldview that they're then going to push on them without them even realizing that it's happening, right? And because that's the thing that's fucked up about it is that it's insidious, right? If either, you know, Achan or Kiroranke were to be like, hey, the Sherpa, this is what we think the situation is. That we are, you know, that is our personal,
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha.
That's our personal perspective on it, right? But, you know, that's just us, right? You have to make your own decision and things like that, right? Then you could say, okay, at least they're giving her the full option and letting her know how they think that this is the best option, but ultimately it's up to her, right? But with the way that things went here, just like with the way things went with Tsurumi, they don't do that, right? They keep that a secret so that way they can guide her without her realizing it, so that then she never actually gets the opportunity to decide for herself, not truly, right?
Right.
And so
you're
why
brainwashing.
Yeah, and so that's why this scene here is so wonderful. And while Sugimoto absolutely gets protective, and we see that almost feral side of him as he's realizing this is something that is, you know, a potential danger to a Sherpa basically now.
Yep.
You can't take this away from her, right? Like both you shouldn't and you can't now.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah. This is the fun parallel to what Tsurumi did, though, is that while she's been given like many different fathers, many different men in her life that have guided her in specific directions and stuff, Tsurumi's whole thing is that he's just the one taking all of these individual people himself and guiding them in his own way. Whereas the Sherpa actually has many different people in her life that have been basically the whole course of the story, you know, giving her little bits of influence, little bits of experience, little bits of times that have evolved her into a more multifaceted person. And so while, you know, she's going to have specific attachment and care for, you know, these three, especially because of the time that they've spent with her being ones that are actually more caring about her rather than the potential of her being the key to the gold and all that. You have to be very careful, Sugimoto, that you don't end up just like all the other guys that are just thinking about the gold with regards to this here. Because while you're doing this to basically say, hey, you need to get out of the race for the gold, you're doing that more so to protect her from the danger of what that gold rush entails, not actually with what she wants.
Well, and that's why it's important that she then, spells it out, and like it doesn't take her a long time to figure it out. In a lot of ways, she knows that, and she's known that for a long time. In that the reason why he wants to protect her in this way so much is because he wishes he could have protected himself, right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't invalidate it, but it's something that
it contextualizes.
It contextualizes
it.
it, and so then you need to understand that, so that way she can make an informed decision of, right, Sugimoto is not actually that different from Kiroranke and Achan, other than that he is doing it because he believes it is what's best for her, as opposed to for them where it was more, not that they thought it was bad for her, but that it was what was best for their people. A bit of a bigger scale of priority. But yeah,
and that's a fun way to have the main character here all kind of dealing with the other main character by having them have a conflict that's based around something that could be resolved by just them fully talking things out, but it's actually because they're now fully talking things out, and because he held back her dad's final words from her, that could lead to some fun actual, like, not schism, but like sundering of the trust with regards to their relationship, and then Ashirpa can make the decision without even Sugimoto's influence at some point. Because I would love to see Ashirpa make a decision that's not a wise one, but more of her decision. And then we see where the characters of the squad here start to split into different camps, because you have Sugimoto, who's here for Ashirpa. Like, he was doing this to get the money to then send back to help the friend and all that, and his friend's wife and stuff and all that. And that's a whole thing, but that's a world away for Sugimoto at this point.
Right.
The fact that he's been doing this for so long, it's because he cares for Ashirpa.
Yeah.
But Shiraishi, I think you're doing this because you have debts almost in a lot of ways to specific characters. But then we get into the things like Tsukishima, you're telling them to wait here for Tsurumi. Okay, so we just hand her over? What would happen if she started to be like, well, I am not necessarily going to give you, the gold now. I want to be like, Tsurumi, you want to create, some kind of country. And she starts making a deal with him of like, well, then I want you to preserve the Ainu way in this new world you're going to build.
Oh, yeah, and I don't think he'd have any problem with that.
Oh, I don't think he'd have any problem with that, but I don't trust Tsurumi in the slightest dealing with Ashirpa in a way that would be favorable for her,
the only
more
way
than be favorable for him.
Exactly. The only way that you could trust Tsurumi would be in that the thing that you'd be giving him is so big that him giving you this thing in return doesn't really cost him much. It's an easy ask, right? Like, hey, I'll give you the not the continent, but this country essentially, right? But I want my people to make sure that they have a place of their own, right? Like, not a big ask, but at the same time, you're dealing with a ruthless, soulless, a bit off the hinge, person here. And the idea that you have all of these other people here around them connected to Tsurumi, like, you said with Tsukishima, where, I wouldn't be surprised if there was that part of him that then got maybe hesitant, where it's Sugimoto, talk to her, because that is the best way for this to go. But if push comes to shove and that doesn't work, then what does he do?
We're going to do our way then.
What does Koito do? Now that he's been given something that might cause him to start to doubt Tsurumi, if it ends up going that way, who's to say?
Yeah, who's to say? So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, so you have any that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.